Welcome back. Today we're discussing Gemstone Finance, otherwise known as GeFi. Now, this project offers a very innovative way to raise capital through ISOs, or initial stake offerings. And as you guys know, on the Invest Global channel, we've actually done a playlist that cover all the different IDOs. Now, both of these are essentially iterations upon ICOs, which kind of boomed and busted in 2017. Hopefully this crypto run, as we've seen with this crazy market we're in, where a lot of people thought, oh, the bear run's in, the bear market's imminent. But like I've been talking about, we bounce right back up. That's the beauty of tracking decentralized finance, all the innovations in that space. That's what I've done with Daily DeFi on this channel. We made it to Daily DeFi 200. Since I've been traveling around a lot more, was recently, actually, the last Daily DeFi I recorded in Italy. Then I was in the Netherlands, then went from there to Belgium, then Luxembourg, Germany, and just arrived here in Poland. So it's been a lot these past couple of days, but that is why we have taken a little break from daily videos. We're focusing on 4 to 5 videos a week at this point, and then we will return back to the normal schedule when I'm settled back in one place for a little bit. But just with all the different things going on in emerging markets and crypto, this is a very exciting space. So you got to get your traveling in. Anyways, the point here is ISOs really innovate on this whole idea of ICOs. There's also things like IEOs, IFOs, so initial exchange offerings, initial farm offerings. IDOs are initial decentralized exchange offerings. But I really think what they're doing here with ISOs brings so much more to this industry. So essentially what they talk about here is, as many will know, there are many types of offerings when it comes to blockchain and cryptocurrency. As a result of community interaction, GeFi is adopting a new method of fundraising called the initial stake pool offering, or the ISO, with a vision to revolutionize the crypto DeFi space. It utilizes this ISO in the finance vault. And this is by introducing the SGEG token. So like I said, you can actually find this GEG token over on PancakeSwap. This is their main website. Everything we talk about in this video will be linked down below in the description. Obviously, with any of these projects we talk about in this space, it is very important that you understand you must do your own research. This is in your own hands. This is your responsibility. This video is for informational purposes, but there's a lot of opportunity in this space. I'll keep it at that. I mean, I think if anyone has seen any of my old videos, it's pretty insane. I mean, PancakeSwap itself, if we take a second and just think about that, I was talking about PancakeSwap when it was around 50 cents. And it blew up to over $40 at one point. And now I think definitely will probably break the all-time highs as we're watching this kind of trend hitting the market, where Solana's killing it, Terra Luna's killing it. All these projects are doing incredibly well and really have recovered and actually blown past their all-time high. So I think we will continue to watch this trend. But again, this all comes down to doing your own research, understanding how to research crypto assets, right? So how to research crypto assets comes down to fundamental, technical, sentimental, and on-chain analysis. All that is covered in that link down below, how to do your own research. And that's just a video here on YouTube. So like I was talking about here, we'll get back to this ISO in a second, but just let's take a pause and look at the actual tokenomics here, because this is a very important part of doing your own research and part of reviewing a project, in my opinion, for looking at, okay, do I want to follow this project long-term, participate in things like Twitter, Discord, group chats, and just the overall community, which again, those links will be down below in the description. Make sure you're on the official links, because there are a lot of fakers out here in the crypto space. So make sure you're on those official links. That's why we always provide you guys those in the description. So if we're looking at the GEG token, we can actually see how this is broken down. This is the actual token address if you want to look at it on different scans. And like I said, you can find it on PancakeSwap. So the finance vaults are 40% at 38,000 GEG tokens, public sale 30% to 28,500. Technical is 15%, 14,250, development 5%, 4,750, reserved 5%, 4,750, and same there with marketing. So you can read more about this. Again, I don't want to bore you guys with this video. I'm just going over some of these details because it is always very important to understand. We'll also be talking about this StoneAge NFT Marketplace here in a second. But as I was saying with this ISO, observing the growing market requirements for the industry, an initial stake offering can actually be deemed as one of the safest and secured ways for users to stake yields and profits in avoiding crypto scams. Unique from other conventional ICOs and ITOs, GeFi's ISO actually allows participants to join the craze early by introducing sub-tokens during the pre-sales. Now, just take a break. Understanding all this, I know that may sound like a lot of acronyms, but again, remember, it's just an initial blank offering, an initial public offering, an IPO. That's how it works in traditional markets. Then it was an ICO, an I blank O. That's basically fill in the blank, and that's the version. So an IFO, initial farm offering, ICO, initial coin offering, and these are basically all ways to raise capital in one manner, okay? So keep that in mind moving forward. Let's continue on with the article. So participants will be able to purchase sub-tokens before the initial launch of the decentralized project itself. And just so you know, this has already happened. So when this article was first released, this is one reason that you should definitely stay up to date with a project like this is you basically missed out. So on July 8th of 2021, the pre-sale happened, all these things broke down, but there still is some opportunity in my personal opinion. Again, all the official links are here, and we'll have some in the description. In this case, early GeFi adapters and participants are able to purchase the SGEG at exclusively discounted rates during the pre-sale period, which is divided into 3 phases. So that's always something interesting, seeing how different projects in this market go about doing these kind of initial blank offerings, and what kind of model they do, how much kind of game theory is built in, what are the incentives at play, and all of this, again, is also interesting. Even if you're not personally participating, just to go, okay, study it, study these things. This is very, very innovative things happening in financial markets. When you just zoom back in history, a lot of this is being packed in just 1 or 2 years. 2020 and 2021 have been insane for the crypto market. And things like this, in my opinion, are always important to keep in mind. Now, moving on to this NFT portion, this is always interesting when projects go after non-fungible tokens. I've talked a lot about how I see this going beyond just digital arts, how I really see NFTs as having a much, much larger use case with really anything that is IP, like anything that's intellectual property that you need to verify that's yours, anything that's analog, moving that into digital, like a birth certificate, like a passport, but it's not a government wallet that you hold it in, it's your own private wallet. So it's your own sovereign property, but using the NFT, essentially technology on the blockchain to do these things, to verify, okay, this ticket is real, that whatever it is, it basically removes the ability for forgeries to happen. Now, with the StoneAge NFT Marketplace, like I said at the beginning of this video, obviously you have to do your own research. You have to understand some of the risks and also some of the rewards with non-fungible tokens and this crazy volatile market. You can kind of check that out here. I do like some of the things they're doing here. I think it's interesting that they're building on Binance Smart Chain because a lot of the barriers to entry with Ethereum, and that's actually a large problem that I see. That's why I see something like Cardano, Solana, BSC potentially really stepping in and stepping up to kind of push for new boundaries in this marketplace. But basically, because essentially with Ethereum, you have all these large transaction fees. It's not that feasible if you're doing like smaller pieces of art. Now, if you're doing like over 6 figures, then the fees become kind of meaningless in a way. So StoneAge is a platform where stones, known as G-stones, are deemed the main mode of transaction within the ecosystem. So G-stones, GES, can be used in the marketplace as a mode of currency, as NFTs, as auction bids, as creators, and as well as games. GES is widely accepted within other stores using Binance Smart Chain technology. Behold the StoneAge and GES. Man, sounds like I'm doing an ad read there, but it actually is interesting. If you read through some of these things, if you understand how this works, which I'm not going to bore you with how NFTs work. I've done other videos on this. You can identify some of these small projects and actually make decent profits. Some of these, obviously, if this is what it is, I'm personally not going to participate, but I'm assuming this is just an example picture. I do, however, like I said, like the kind of user interface that they have set up. I like they're kind of going at that niche, just kind of like this like art style is actually pretty cool in my opinion. So you can also see the roadmap here with this NFT marketplace. So for example, we are currently in, let's see, are we in Q4? Yeah, we're in Q4. Full feature launch of NFT Creator integrating with BEP 721 and BEP 1155. Connecting other NFT stores like Dago and Bondly, which is very, very powerful. GED and GES integration pool, that's going to be really cool. And then some other campaigns as far as media. So I do think there are big things coming with Gemstone. Again, the main thing that I want to focus on with this video is helping you zoom out a bit and going, okay, if you're only participating in IDOs, like initial DEX offerings, or you're only doing initial farm offerings, you should learn about ISOs. You should learn about these other things because they really increase your knowledge base. Again, even if you don't participate in them, being aware of these, maybe seeing some sort of trend where, you might go, okay, GeFi is doing this right or GeFi is doing this wrong. How do you iterate and improve? How do you maybe bring value to a project by being an investor? Those are all things I talk about on this channel. So if you enjoyed this one, if you have any questions, any comments, let me know down below in that comment section. Also, you can join our Telegram group at Invest Global. It's down below in the description, along with Twitter and Instagram at investglobal_IO. We'll be making a lot more videos moving forward. At the beginning, actually, I recorded this at 2 parts, but traveling is going well. Yeah, so anyways, that's all for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, like, subscribe, button all. Check out Gemstone, Invest Global, and until next time.